We do business with some of the largest automation OEMs on the planet. ABB, Fanuc, KUKA, Yaskawa, Universal, Staubli, the list goes on. If you're running into an issue with a particular robot that needs protection, reach out to us. We'll work with you to get the CADs and 2D design files to get a suit in your possession. Now that the robot is suited, let's take a moment to talk about different material options and customization plans for your suit. If this particular robot were, for example, working in a wet or a washdown environment, our recommendations are typically a few things. Rather than use standard zippers or Velcro, we can use fluid-resistant zippers. We can employ secondary flaps over those zippers to get a higher water repellency form factor on the suit itself. We can remove these access panels, reducing leak paths potentially into the suit. And that's about it for water resistance, but let's talk heat and other environmental concerns for just a moment. If this robot were, say, press tending, and it was handling a very hot part coming out of a press, transferring it to a conveyor belt prior to the next step, we would likely make this wrist section out of a completely different material called Norfab. Norfab is a para-aramid, meaning it will not burn, it will not support combustion, and it has a reflective metallic coating on the top to reflect radiated heat, again, away from the robot, away from the suit. If you're in a CNC tending application, let's talk about lubricants and coolants. Let's assume you have a ferrous metal part that you're turning, and you're using a coolant or a lubricant that has amines, A-M-I-N-E-S, in that coolant or lubricant. What an amine will do is destroy the rubber in O-rings and seals. It'll cause the rubber to swell, soften, and then eventually just fail. And whatever you're trying to protect the robot from is now making its way into the joints and seals in an unprotected robot. So Roboworld is more of a materials specialist organization. We have almost 13 different materials to choose from to specifically address the needs of your particular application.